guys, we are back. I know it has been a minute since you've seen us all. We have a good explanation of it all. We were traveling. As soon as we found out Joe, he left to Vietnam, right? And once he came back, I left to Guatemala for family. And when I came back, Maria was gone for Hawaii, but also for family. So we just kept missing each other, and we kept missing you guys. So we just wanted to come back and also talk about our trips, our travel, and why we were gone for so long. So Joe, you left first. So let's hear about the motherland.
Yeah, so I went for the motherland for a whole month.
Lucky.
I know.
I gained 5 pounds when I came back, but yeah, so it was a whole adventure. Like we did so much, we saw so much, we ate so much.
You did the north south thing. I felt like you were.
I low key kind of did that. We literally went everywhere because we had so much time. But yeah, I mean, like, start off, I went there for a wedding, specifically my cousin's wedding.
Insert clip.
Insert clip. Yeah, that wedding went viral in Vietnam, actually.
No way.
Yeah,
Stop.
it went viral. A bunch of likes, reposts. And then,
what was so special about it?
because it was a lot of people's first time seeing an American wedding, especially on a beautiful beach as well.
Oh, they kept it
You
American?
were also a flower man.
Yeah.
That was cute.
I was the flower boy for the wedding, so you know, I was doing the flowers. Yeah.
So wait, it was an American wedding in Vietnam versus a Vietnamese wedding.
Yeah,
in Vietnam.
like we did everything: ceremony, brides, groom walk. There's games, all that good stuff.
How's that any different from a Vietnamese wedding?
Vietnamese weddings are very, very different, guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
How
like
different?
they're like so basically Vietnamese wedding. You basically just show up for a dinner, give them money, eat, drink, and then
Isn't
you leave
that the
right
tea
away.
ceremony?
Tea ceremony is different.
I'm learning.
So like tea ceremony is with family only.
Heard.
Basically the groom side is bringing the gifts to the bride side with all these altered coding stuff. Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Okay.
But anyways.
So American wedding in Vietnam, and that's why it went viral.
Yeah. Pictures really pretty. Obviously, people at the wedding is very pretty as well. You know. But yeah, that went viral. It was hella fun. And then, but you guys won't guess what happened to me.
What happened?
for the after party. We went.
Let me know, bro. Let me know. Say it.
So
say it with your chest.
So for the after party, we went to this club/lounge thing, and like we was having a good time. We had the VIP table, you know. It was lit, drinks, all of that good stuff. And then when midnight hits around, cops came in and raided the place for drugs.
That's wild.
Yeah,
Does that happen?
It happens regularly in Vietnam these days.
What?
It happens on Saturday, which
It happens on Saturday.
It happens on Saturday, which was the day we was there. And yeah, they raided the place. I thought it was gonna be like an hour or two, check everything, but nah. I was there detained until 6 a.m.
After a wedding.
After the wedding.
Yeah. I would have been so stressed.
The groom got booked. Like, it felt like a whole movie. Yeah. So basically, yeah. And they made everyone piss tested this thing for drugs.
But you're
every
an
single
American.
person. Yeah, I know. I was real tight.
I'm not saying we have privilege. I'm just saying cultural norms are different.
I'm saying we have privileges, and I was there as a privileged American. I was like, how dare they make me pee on this strip for drugs? How dare they make me sit here for 6 hours? Ooh, I was toy. Funny story, they recorded the entire raid, and I was actually on the news.
We need that. I need that clip.
I love V's face right now. It's the first time hearing about it. So basically, every time the news outlet was talking about this raid that happened that night, it was a video of me, and I'm always in the background, just me and my
crying. No, I'm kidding.
I'm honestly crying and just in a seat, so it's very it was me, and I got recognized once at a restaurant after too.
You got famous. You got viral.
You know what? This is like a Vietnam version of The Hangover.
That's what it sounds
It's
like.
what it is.
That's what it sounds like. So basically that happened.
Yeah.
We need to see photos or it didn't happen.
But did you die?
But did you die?
V, put the photos right here.
Insert photos.
Insert photos. So yeah, basically that happened, but like that was basically like the highlight / trauma thing.
My cheeks is already hurting.
So what else happened on your trip?
We ate and drank a lot. We ate through Vietnam, drank through Vietnam.
That sounds
I'm from North Vietnam, so we started out in Haiphong. After the wedding, that's when we started partying. It was kind of sad after, but then once we got to Saigon's, Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam's capital, it was lit, son. So we stayed at this place called Landmark 80 81. It was super tall.
Oh my God.
5-star hotel.
I've seen those.
Yeah, right? It
Yeah.
was so beautiful.
$20 a
And-
night.
Dude, yeah, we paid, we got like a suite. We paid like $30 each person for
I was
3
close.
rooms.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah, shit was crazy. Anyways, and then we partied there. So, fun fact, so there's service in Vietnam that you don't get in other countries. Every bar, every single club, if you order alcohol, it's usually beer. A girl will be there to pour the drink for you. And
Okay.
it's just standard. It's standard. It's standard. It's standard.
That's not awkward.
It was so awkward at first for me.
Yeah.
I wasn't used to it. So yeah.
Did you have like a culture shock when you were
Yeah, I
there?
did have a culture shock. And then my cousin-in-law that got married did this thing. Every time we went out, he would he would pay girls. So you could pay different service girls to sit with you and drink with you, and it was
Be
so
mindful
awkward.
now, Joe. Be
Yeah.
very mindful.
We didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. We didn't do anything. Nothing happened. It was just, it was there, and it was so awkward. Like, I didn't like it. Half the group liked it. The other group didn't like it. So-
Did you hear about this? Do you know?
Oh no,
about
I don't hit the clubs when I go to the
Don't go to clubs,
Vietnam.
Vietnam guys. Don't go to clubs.
I
just,
don't
just
do that.
Eat and
I'm
drink
more like
somewhere else.
Yeah, I'm more like spending time with family and
Yeah,
eating.
yeah,
That's about
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Or hit up the tourist.
Yeah.
sites. I don't do the clubs. I'm actually pretty scared.
I
Yeah,
wanna
be
go to-
scared,
I would
guys.
never
Don't
do
go
that.
to the
Club.
club.
Well,
No.
yeah, well,
Cindy,
Joe told me it's
B,
more-
Don't go
yeah.
to clubs in Vietnam when you go next month.
One day we'll go.
Yeah.
Don't go on a Saturday.
But Joe did tell me that like the clubs in Vietnam were more geared towards men.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's a male
it's not
dominated.
gender neutral.
Yeah, no, not at all. All the girls that are like regular girls, they stay home with their families, cook. I know it sounds very like
Patriarchy?
yes,
Yes.
but that's just how Vietnam is, and the nightlife belongs to the men. Sadly,
Okay.
Yeah.
it's not like how it is here. So like that was a real culture shock. But Vietnam is super like it's not a third world country no more. It's so everything's so built up.
And like, how long? Like, you went back after how many years?
After like 13 years.
After
years.
13 years.
So
you've been
like it
back?
was so
Damn.
drastically changed.
Okay.
Yeah, but the things that didn't change was the people. Vietnamese people are so loving. They're so caring. Very like they want to share everything with you. Food's still freaking one of the best food in the world. Easy. Street food, obviously. But yeah, and then home cooked meals.
Yes. Always home.
Joe
cooked
got
meals.
us these shirts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Saigon.
This is
Banh
Saigon
mi.
shirt, banh mi shirt. I got just a Vietnamese shirt. Fun fact: these are limited edition Uniqlo shirts that are only available in like 2 cities in Vietnam.
Oh.
Ooh, we special.
special.
We special.
So yeah, so like that was my trip.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fun, traumatizing, but also very memorable.
Yeah.
Yes, very
How did you
memorable.
cross the street?
Oh, dude, I learned to cross the street.
Did you just learn not to give a fuck? Like,
Yeah.
you're just like, go.
Like towards the end of the trip, at one point, I gave 2 little fucks. My family had to stop me. I was like, yo, they hit me, whatever. Yeah.
I heard that's how you're supposed to do it.
You're supposed to walk, because like if you hesitate, then that's when you fuck up. Because like
Yeah.
they're Vietnamese drivers are just, they're used to you walking with confidence and walking at a certain pace, so they won't hit you. But if you be a little
Yeah.
bitch,
Walk out with your chest out.
walk
Walk,
with
go.
walk with your chest loud and proud like a Vietnamese person. Yeah. But yeah, that was fun. My Vietnamese got a lot better after I got back. Like, yo, I'm pretty good now. Yeah, I could talk with my family more in detail, and yeah, I think overall the trip was very memorable, life changing.
We all gotta go back to.
We all gotta go back. We
Was
were,
it just like clicking? The Vietnamese was just clicking?
yeah, it was
Yeah.
like, especially when I drink, my Vietnamese gets so good.
Because you have so much confidence.
I have so much
courage.
confidence. Like,
Yeah.
I'm pulling words I didn't know I know in the back of my mind. But yeah,
that's so
but
cool.
like, we talk about all the time how we want to do a VietLish trip to Vietnam one day.
One day.
One day.
Yeah, one day. I think it'll be really memorable. Hopefully vlog it too. So, yeah.
We just got kidnapped, V.
Yeah, we cannot be, a woman behind the camera.
Yes.
Why don't you tell about your trip?
Ooh. Like I said again, everyone needs to go back to their motherland.
Yes.
So that was like for me. So I was just in Guatemala last year, so mine wasn't a happy reason I went back. I did go from like my uncle's memorial, so it was a very like last minute thing. But it was really good. It was really good to be like with family and whatnot. But it was also like kind of like, this one was an awakening a little bit
Yeah?
more. Yeah. Like,
It's different,
wasn't-
right?
It was different. Like, again, we used to go to Guatemala when we were younger every summer. Then we stopped in like when we were like in high school and college, and I would go every so often. But I went last year, spent a month out there too, and then this year it was just random. But because like now that I'm more grown and there's more context, I'm picking up. So like my mom's from Antigua, and it is getting a little bit gentrified. I don't even say a little bit; it is gentrified.
Yeah.
And it's just like the expats issue is just like big there. So before, like when I was there, I never like felt questioned, right? I was like, oh, okay, that she's like Guatemalan. Now they're starting to be like, so are you an American? Like, yeah.
It's probably a lot worse because you don't really speak Spanish like that, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Well, it's same thing. As soon as I'm there and I'm like, hey, Mom, I'm leaving, she's like, all right. Because she's like, you survive. She's like,
You survive.
She's like, you figure it out, you know?
Yeah.
So my Spanish did get better.
Okay.
I'm practicing, you know?
Yeah.
I got to start practicing my Vietnamese with you guys.
Trying to.
Exactly. I'm trying to, yeah.
Trilingual.
But I know I like made more friends out there outside
Aw,
of like
that's so
my
cute.
yeah, because I only
Make
have
friends?
I only have like my family, my
Yeah.
Guatemalan family, and then
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had like a lot of friends I met there are like American Guatemalans who moved back there,
Oh.
and they're also with me. They're like,
Yeah.
we don't like these expats. And it's just like there's so many like it's just like so many flyers are in English and stuff like that, and it's like yes, I understand tourism is good, but like not to the point it's changing everything. You know?
I
Yeah.
feel that.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
And it was just like a thing of like I was on the other side. Like again, I had such a great trip. It was very like a spiritual awakening a little
Yeah.
bit. Cause I ran into people, and I think I don't know. That's what I'm saying. My guides were trying to teach me something. Cause like I was running into people who weren't there for the culture.
Okay.
Oh.
Like yeah,
This is gonna get juicy.
yeah. Like I met up with some backpackers just to like meet up with people, and these kids came in, and they weren't really like necessarily begging. They were trying to sell like candies,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I was like looking for change, and the one guy was like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, I want to like help them out. They're selling candies, you know, like they're obviously begging for money, like they're poor. He's like, oh, you shouldn't give them money. And I was just like, excuse me? And he was like, yeah, like, you know, the traveling community thinks you should hand out like dental stuff and whatnot. And like, cause if you give them money, it discourages them to go to school.
Okay.
And I was just like, okay, but don't you think like if they had the possibility to be in school, they wouldn't be begging out here like 5 o'clock at night? And not only that, they were like eating scraps
Yeah.
from like the other tables.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, they're obviously like in need.
That's so heartbreaking.
Yeah, I got so sad. I was getting
Yeah.
so mad at what this
Yeah.
guy was saying to me. Cause it was just like, that's why I meant like, I love my town so much, but to see people like him come in and don't experience the culture or be open to it, and it's just like having his own mindset of like, oh no, they have money, they can go to school, they just choose not to. And I'm like, no, I don't think you get it. And because in the same breath he was like, so why'd your mom immigrated from Guatemala? I'm like, for this, like she was pulled from the 6th grade to work. Because I was like, if you're seeing like an extra pair of hands is seen as an extra pair of income.
Yeah.
You know, so I got like into like kind of an argument with him, and I was like, this pisses me off because there's so many. Now I'm not saying everyone who travels is like that, not at all, but there's just some people that you would meet who are close-minded.
Yeah. There's all types of people in the world. You
There's
know?
all types of people, exactly. I I met up with the wrong one, but on that trip I did meet a lot of good people who are doing a lot of good work out there.
Yeah.
In Guatemala, and so I was just like really happy to be back, and I'm trying to do nonprofit stuff down there too soon. So hopefully, yeah. Projects, exactly. So all in all, it was good to see family, good to make new friends, make new memories, and just to like stand in my power just a little bit more of like who I am and what does it mean to be Guatemalan.
Can I just piggyback off of that? It just like as you in Guatemala, like you know how everyone's Guatemala. It just felt so good to be around everyone your own ethnicity. I don't know what it is. It's like a comforting blanket around you. It just felt so
That's
nice.
what I'm saying. It's good to be back, whether in your homeland, and that's what me and the American Guatemalans were saying. Like the best advice someone gave my friend Maria Elena, who's out there, was to go back home. And I think we all should go back home, explore our roots.
Exactly.
Exactly what we're doing for VietLish.
Yeah.
And it's right. Like when I'm back there, there's like there isn't kind of judgment. There isn't like
No.
discrimination or anything like
Yes,
that. It's like
yes.
I'm not asking these questions of like, who are you, what are you, where are you from type time. Like you are here, you're from there, and that's great.
Yeah.
So I get where you're coming from. That's how I felt, you know.
Yeah.
But it felt different after someone else got elected. Because I traveled right after the election, and there was a lot of feelings down there. There was just like a lot of feelings down there.
You know what's crazy? When I was in Vietnam, someone also got elected, and we didn't like it at all. So right now in Vietnam, the leader of Vietnam is the president and the prime minister. 2 jobs.
Oh yeah, no, you can't do that.
Yeah, like, is that crazy? That's so much power. So Vietnam's going through a change right now as well.
Yeah. So exactly, like I think home can always change, but it'll always be home.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then you went to Hawaii.
Right?
I went to Hawaii for fun things.
Sunset
I
loving.
know.
Just
Yeah.
loving. It was
Fun,
great.
sad, fun.
Yes.
Yeah, right?
But
Mine was fun too.
but I enjoyed the sun. Okay.
Nice.
Yes. Hawaii was beautiful. I feel like everyone needs to travel there at least one time.
Yeah.
It's just breathtaking. The fresh air is amazing. So my baby sister, my wonderful little sister, she got proposed to. Cindy, yes.
Shout out.
Not this Cindy.
No, my sister Cindy.
Her sister
yes.
Cindy.
Where's that
Cindy
ring,
fam.
Jody?
Yeah, they did amazing. It was great. I've been helping like my future brother-in-law plan this since August. So like my sister had no idea. So my anxiety and stress level was so high that I was like graying out, losing hair because it's a lot of stress. It's a lot of pressure.
Especially to plan an
Yes.
engagement in another state.
In another state, I have no connections. It's like starting off scratch. Like I had an amazing travel agent that did a lot of research. Technically, my sister's engagement was our plan. I'm gonna say BC. It's like between the two, but our plan A was just like way too much money because it was Disney.
I bet. Oh.
Yeah, we stayed at the Disney Resort Alani, which is beautiful. It's amazing. My goal was to like at least take a picture with Stitch. I love that character, which I did. And he gave me a kiss. It was great.
Oh, you kissed Stitch?
I kissed Stitch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was cool.
Insert clip.
Insert clip.
There's a clip. So then what I thought was so beautiful was like the ocean. We got to see like free dolphins swimming in the ocean. It was amazing. We went snorkeling and stuff. And then I had a panic attack in the ocean. In my defense,
Why?
my brother had so much trouble snorkeling because he couldn't figure out how to breathe through his mouth versus
I'm
his
always
nose.
confused about that.
Yeah, so like just I don't know how to explain it, but I guess like I can hold my breath. I don't know. I've been snorkeling a lot, but so I was like, you know what, bro, forget you. Like, go away. I can't help you. He can't swim. Whatever. He kept thinking that he's gonna drown because he's wearing a life jacket, but he wasn't. So I was like, forget it. Whatever. So I was swimming by myself, snorkeling by myself, and I felt a tap on my right shoulder. I was like, what the heck, this kid? I was like, just let me enjoy the sea life, okay? So I looked up. I looked to my side. It was the instructor with a live octopus, which I had no idea because I made eye contact with it first. So I thought it was a jellyfish, like stung me.
Okay.
So I started panicking.
Uh-huh.
It got worse once the
Maria.
tentacles
Oh,
cut to my neck.
no.
And I did get hickeys, like all
Oh, he
over.
get, oh, that, I forget
Yeah,
your hickey?
that
Oh,
octopus
Maria. Yeah, you kissing a lot of things out here.
It was just like so crazy. So I started freaking out, panicking. My legs stopped working. It went numb. I started screaming. The poor photographer that was in the ocean taking pictures of like the whole experience. She had to pull me back.
Just sees you like.
She had to pull me back to the boat. My mom and my friend thought I got attacked by a jellyfish or bitten by a shark or something bit me. My mom's on the boat freaking out. She's like, oh my gosh, she's screaming. I did scream like bloody murder.
Why?
It freaked me out. I had a panic attack.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was great. It was so much fun. We got to spend time with family. Got to know our future brother-in-law a lot better. Only went for a week. I didn't have weeks of fun.
Yeah, I had like 2 weeks, but that's
That's
what
still
I
a lot.
Yeah, well, because I forgot to say, just watching this mug, because it was like, even though we went for something sad, like it was a thing of like we were experiencing new holidays there, my mom and I. So there's a holiday called Festival de Flores. So it's like a festival of flowers. So instead of like, you know how we have the flower show, think about that for blocks on end. You know, like they had like giant like statues made of flowers and whatnot. And so my mom and I have been talking about it for years, about going, but we just never found the right time.
Yeah.
And like I said again, I was telling her, I was like, I think our uncle or her brother just called us back home to experience it. Yeah, because we got to like experience it, and she was happy about it. Saw family and stuff like that. Yeah.
Speaking of flowers, like Hawaiians love giving out legs and stuff. There's fresh flowers. So Maria was popping like 2 allergy pills per day.
Also,
lots of fresh flowers everywhere.
You wear leaves?
Huh?
You wore one too?
Yeah,
for the luau, we did.
Oh,
yeah.
that's cute.
So we got to experience their culture, which is amazing. It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
The luau, like they do communicate through dance and stuff. It was so beautiful. I'm getting chills talking about it, but it was just like you have to be there. And then when you see like actual live free animals in the wild, it was just so beautiful.
What type of animals you saw?
We saw a sea turtle.
Ooh.
I don't know how big you people thought these sea turtles were.
They're big.
But they're
big.
massive.
Yeah,
They're big.
they're huge.
I was
big
like,
as life.
I'm not getting in that water. That thing needs to go.
No, it won't eat you.
No, they
but
bite
still,
you.
yeah. Apparently, they're nationally protected. So.
Oh yeah, obviously.
So we were like, they were like, don't touch the sea turtle. It's like, I'm not getting in there to touch it. The thing is massive. It's looking at me from the edge of the boat. I was like, I'm not getting in there. But I like went down a water slide on the boat. It was really cool. It was such a fun experience, and we like all hung out together. It was really nice. Oh, the stars.
Because there's no light pollution there.
There's no light.
I haven't seen stars in so
are
long.
so
What
about-
beautiful.
You were in like
Vietnam got like a light pollution now.
Yeah,
because you
there's
were
a lot of
like in
light
the
pollution
cities,
there.
right?
Yeah, like places that I could see stars before, I could no longer see stars.
Yeah.
It's so sad
That's
actually.
the development.
Yeah.
That goes back to
yeah.
development.
It's like
That's what I'm saying. Like development is good, but like who is it really benefiting sometimes?
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah, but it was beautiful. Everyone needs to go at least one time. You don't
Yeah.
have to spend like Disney prices to go.
I mean, Hawaii is the same
Yeah.
way. You know.
I mean, it's made the plane tickets.
Yeah, I mean, we went there. We went to their Chinatown in Honolulu.
Oh.
Don't
Why?
because it was like a dead zone there. It was like they closed by 2-3 o'clock. We had no idea.
In the
'cause
afternoon?
Yes, in the afternoon on a
What?
Friday.
What?
Did they explain
And
why?
No, because my parents were like so confused because they're Vietnamese. They were like, "Why is everybody closing up so early? I thought us Asians like to work." But like, that's what my parents said.
Not so because we like to work. Hurry up.
That's what they said.
That was being kind, bro.
translating.
Kind.
It was like, I'm
We
just
can't
trying to buy mangoes, and they're like rushing my mom out, like, hurry up and let's
But
go.
yeah, so no one asked.
No,
why
we
they-
were just like, oh, we did ask, but it was from like a local, and we're like, hey, like, why did China? It's a dead ghost town. It's awful. It's sad because I've never been to a Chinatown where it's not lively. It literally felt dead.
But did they explain why?
They're like, oh yeah, they always do that. They always close at 2-3 in the afternoon.
Did they reopen or?
No, so that's what I thought. I thought they would reopen around 5-6 o'clock because you know how like they can have like a siesta,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like that nap break or whatever.
Yeah.
No, they never reopened because we had dinner reservations around there, and we were
Oh,
trying to walk
interesting.
around, get like bubble tea or like
That's so weird.
Asian
I
dessert.
wonder
It was so
why.
weird.
Yeah.
My mom was like, "Can we hurry up and go home?" I'm like, actually scared to be here, and my mom would never say that. She was like, "Let's just keep going."
Hawaiian comments, let us
Yes.
know
Let
why
us know
they do
why.
this.
We just
Hawaiians
don't know. And then we had like Vietnamese food there, which is like it's kind of sad. I feel like it wasn't that great.
Why?
It wasn't that great. I
Oh.
don't think they're used to like our seasoning and spices that we can get here on actual land. Like they're on an island.
Yeah,
I get
that's
it.
true.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
So we're like, oh, this pho's a little.
Yeah, I mean, pho, you need a lot of different type of spices.
Yeah,
a lot of
So they
spices.
might not be able to get. I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah, it wasn't like not a big, huge Vietnamese community out there, which makes
That
sense.
makes
It
sense
makes
as well.
sense.
Yeah.
It
What's
makes
funny
sense, yeah.
is actually I found a pho spot in Antigua, and like there's like a lot more Chinese spots now. And, like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of Koreans and
Koreans?
Yes,
There's
Koreans.
a lot
yeah.
of Koreans in Guatemala.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we
wonder why
have
is
like
that?
their Japanese restaurants are abundant down there. Koreans too. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's weird. Vietnamese is like maybe we don't know because we only stayed on the big we only stayed at Oahu. That's about it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that's just my like little like culture. We try to find a little bit culture everywhere we travel, but we're like never mind. Let's just stick to the Hawaiian
Yo,
culture.
Hawaiian food's already bomb. You know,
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
So good, so fresh.
Yes.
You don't need other food. You know,
Yeah.
you're
The
Hawaiian. Just eat Hawaiian food.
The seafood,
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh, of course.
Oh,
So
yeah.
fresh.
Of course.
Right next to the
yes.
ocean.
Right next to the ocean. You can't go wrong.
Can't go
They're
wrong.
in the ocean.
They're
They're in the ocean.
They're in the
fresh,
ocean.
they will catch fresh catch every morning.
Mm-hmm.
So easy for them.
Yeah.
Exotic, beautiful fishes. You gotta go one time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everyone needs to go. Well, now you know, guys.
Yeah, that's
as
why.
soon as one person came back, the other was
It
literally
was literally
leaving.
so
Yeah.
funny.
We were like just texting the group chat. So like, when is everyone coming back? And then when we
Yes.
came back, it was
Yeah.
already Christmas and all of
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So we're back now.
Yeah.
And we met up. We have content for days, and we cannot wait to share that with you guys. Tell us what you want to see this year.
yes.
Like, subscribe, and comment. We'll see you guys.
Bye.
Bye.